Okay. I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo or have been or what. Maybe not, but similar to their May reading. And the message is you're missing something. Okay, let's pull a few more of these. 3 of these. Okay. Focusing on the past when really focusing on the past and hoping that your wishes will come true while, okay, having things feel a little out of control. You are feeling a little out of control. And for a fixed air sign, Aquarius, that is definitely not your nature, and it does not sit well for you, with you. You are not, probably not going to be handling the beginning of this month very well. Maybe that's why, for whatever reason, I accidentally skipped your reading last month and you came out first this month, because I usually do you guys in the end, because I usually try to go through the zodiac chart in order. But maybe this is a message you need to hear right now, because you are feeling out of control. You don't feel like you're in charge of the situation. You're kind of feeling like anything and everything that you do to try to put things in place, it's like it's not working. And then it makes you feel like you have to kind of like run around trying to put the pieces back together, or run around trying to put the people in order. And it's like nothing seems to be working. Okay, this is a pretty big month. And because of this High Priestess reversed, Aquarius, you're definitely missing something. You're going to be caught up in this energy and missing this energy. This could have to do with the good old days, right? If we could just get back, okay, not necessarily relationship-wise, but could be, but, you know, very easily could be a work situation. Things are like not following your lead in the way that you need them to fall into, if either follow your lead or fall into place. Okay. Pretty heavy message going into June. So I'm getting the sense with the Emperor reversed. Now you could be dealing with the fire sign, yes, but I'm really getting the sense that like you're the leader of something, a group of people, a division, an organization. You're the leader, and what you're trying to have your people do isn't working. And I'm sensing that, so there's odd feelings when we have that, right? Because you get frustrated with them. You try different tactics to get them. Now, this could be relationship or work, but you try different tactics to get different results. And when nothing seems to be working, you keep trying. I'm sensing like you're trying new things all over the place, but ultimately you're kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something's going to stick. And it just keeps, like, the message is getting lost in translation. Like, the message is definitely not getting there. It's not getting there, and it's certainly not being received well. If they're hearing it, it's not being received well. Because careful planning, slow communication, setting the stage via communication, right? But that's not taking place here. I'm sensing spaghetti at the wall right now. Okay, so let's move into June. First of all, the significator is the Four of Pentacles. So pulling back, saving money, being frugal, yes. But with this scenario going on, I think this is really talking about halting everything right now. Just stop. Halt what you're doing, halt what you were planning to do. And then let's see. Okay, so this is the significator. So here we go. 7 of Cups, Hanged Man reversed, King of Wands reversed. So, kind of a grasping at straws mentality, looking up for options, looking up at the sky, saying, God, please help me. What are my options? What's the best solution? What's the best option? What do? I see all these different paths, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is definitely realizing options, but kind of at this point, after all of this, trying to, like, almost afraid to choose something because you just feel like you just keep trying new things. What's very interesting is that the Hanged Man is reversed, so this could be part of this. Okay? But Hanged Man reverse means definitely not to pause until you get an intuition or a sign or a signal. But it also doesn't mean rush forward either. The key with the Hanged Man is that halo, right? That aura or whatever it's called around his head, because he's waiting for a fit of inspiration to hit him, or a sign from the universe to tell him that he's going in the right direction, to tell him that it's going to work. But this, my dear friends, reversed, means very much so that this is not the time to wait and see, wait and feel it out. It's certainly a time to wait. But the purpose for the waiting isn't to get some kind of ethereal message, a gut feeling that it's not that. So what we definitely will focus on in the extended is, okay, so if it's not that, then what is it? What do you actually need to be thinking about and noticing and doing while you're pausing? Because I feel this need, like something's got to change. You know that movie, Something's Got to Give? I kind of feel like it's that. Something's got to give, but okay, cool, but you're telling me to stop. So yes, but we need to figure out why. King of Wands reversed. This has to do with anger. This has to do with frustration. Again, this certainly has to do with feeling out of control. You're not feeling so hot, not going into June. So, to see if there's anything else I want to say. This is all kind of coming up. This is all on the cusp of this too, right? Things used to be good. I was able to eat, drink, and be merry and party enough. My wishes were coming true. Things were good. So why is this all being why is it such a mess right now? Why is it such a mess right now? You're feeling all discombobulated. Okay, so let's go here. 5 of Wands reversed. Interesting card, because it means that there's not an internal battle going on. Again, this definitely comes after this halting. Maybe that causes this slowing down. It causes this slowing down. Page of Wands is things going in your favor, a lightening up of the mood. And then the Judgment card. So this sign that you're not supposed to be waiting for, when you stop looking and stop trying, stop pushing, right? When you stop with no expectation other than just to stop for right now, because this has gotten out of control. Only then does the mood lift, and then you get the answer. And then you are able to make a decision. So if you're a leader of a group or a people or a leader in a relationship, okay, I shouldn't say leader in a relationship, but like if you're the one that's been trying all these things and it's not working, or directing people and they're not doing what they need to do, or how you're directing them isn't working. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that. Once you stop, then the path will be clear. And not only will the path be clear, but the whole entire mood surrounding it will lift. And that will lift everybody. Okay? I want to put clarifiers right now. Wow. Okay. And then we move on to this last row. So we have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the 2 of Wands upright. Page of Swords reversed. And then the Devil card. So old habits die hard. So Just because the mood lifts, just because the answer becomes clear, just because now the decision can be made with confidence, just because that whole thing shifts doesn't mean that the directives now given are going to automatically equal stability. It's still shaky. And that causes further analysis where you sit and say, where have I been? Where have I been? Where am I now? Feeling out of control, feeling out of tune, out of touch. Okay, where have I been? Where am I now? And where in the hell do I want to go? I think this whole thing has been frustrating because you're trying to get from point A to point C, but you got to get past point B. It's a slower process. Maybe you're trying to get from point A to point D, but you got to step back and realize that things take time. There's a natural progression of things taking place. So you can't get mad because at 8 o'clock in the morning, you want it to be 5 o'clock at night at 8:01 in the morning, right? You have to get through the process. So there's this awareness that's being built. Now, remember when I said, I think you're missing something? And that has to do with this. And it most certainly has to do with this, the devil. Because this card is definitely a card of missing something. And not looking either. So there's a lack of awareness. Now, not always when this is reversed, but certainly when this card comes out at the bottom of the deck. There's a lack of awareness because air, you have a vantage point looking around 360 degrees, trying to see every piece of everything that's going on so you can make an educated and well-informed decision. So this has to do with gathering information, being cognizant of where one stands now, and all the different parts and pieces that are playing into the current moment. And that all the things that got you here, all the things that you want moving forward. So when this is reversed, you're not seeing the full picture. For example, you are a leader of a group of people. They're not doing what they need to be doing. Morale is low. So what do? You get angry. You get frustrated. You try to rule with the iron fist. Well, honey, when morale is already low and you try to dictate or rule or lead like that, ultimately you're leading by example, and when you're acting like that, that's just going to strike fear in your people, and it's just going to cause morale to get lower, causing less productivity, causing less results. And when you're frustrated, you don't want less results, you want more results, you want better results. So in that scenario, okay, what you could be missing, I'm not saying that's your scenario, but just for example, is that productivity comes all along with happy people, right? When morale is up, when employees are happy, productivity thrives. It shoots through the roof. It's an energy shift, okay? So, but with the devil here, you're tethered to something. You're tethered to who you have to report to. You're tethered to promises, tethered to numbers, tethered to results. So you can't really break away from that. And ultimately, you're super frustrated because you need results now. But remember this nice little calm moment we had here? Mid-June. Mood was lifted. Things were good. Clear direction was given. Remember that? That's what you have to remember here. Because you're going to feel like this. This is going to take some time to turn around. It's not overnight. It's not immediate. It's not wishes being granted that at 8:01, it's 5 p.m. Right? So, Aquarius, this is a very interesting month for you. We're going to pull a lot of the clarifiers. We'll get a lot more into it. This is definitely saying that you are going to be feeling it. Okay, you're going to be feeling out of whack. But your response to that, I know you're a fixed sign, but you have got to That's what this card is so important. So important. Stopping and analyzing the situation. And part of that means asking yourself, what did I do that could have caused this situation that we're in? This is a card of ownership. Okay. Stop and think. Because this is going to be a chaos with some very nice moments that could offer a great deal of clarity. You are tethered to something. Okay, and this I don't think you're tethered to something that's you can get away from. I think you're tethered to it. Like a reporting structure or something like that. Or there's a relationship with children. So you're tethered to something. You can't just walk away and change it. But stop and figure out how to move in a direction that's going to get everybody in a better place next month. Okay. I'm going to read an oracle card from the Fairy Oracle. What is the advice and guidance and the highest level message that Aquarius needs to hear in June? Highest level message that Aquarius needs to hear in June. Okay. All right. Oh, the Singer of Connection. Oh, and it opened right up to it. Keywords are spiritual connection, karma, balance, and empathy. Through the power of this singer, all connections are made, held, and released as appropriate. In a reading, this singer indicates the connection of things, especially reconnecting those that have been sundered. It is unifying and reunifying. It tells us that we need to be aware of connections between different aspects of the issue under discussion, as well as the connections between the people linked by it. See, and this is your whole energy, Aquarius. This is about everybody here. And one thing that this is kind of saying you're missing this month is that your reaction to a situation impacts everybody, for better and for worse, especially if you're a leader. We also may need to build more connections and a network of mutual support. The presence of the Singer of Connection in a reading indicates support and strength flowing through the connections between those involved. See, if this has to do with a morale issue, a low morale issue, it's a ripple effect. And if you're in a leadership position or, taking a higher road in a relationship, that ripple effect can make major shifts by how you react to it. By how you react to the bad situation, the out of control situation, your reaction can change everything for better or worse.